All right, what is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. We've got another triple threat. We've got NBA, MLB, and college basketball. We're going to cover them all as always. Make sure you guys turn notifications on. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. A recap from yesterday, down about 2 units or so. Let's see. In the NBA, we had Keegan Murray over 5.5 rebounds. He had 3 rebounds. Then he had 4, and then he went back to 2. So GG on that one. Jason Tatum under 6.5 assists. He just went nuts, had a day. So we missed that one. And then Ja Morant over 5.5 assists. He had double digits. So went 1 and 2 in the NBA. In college basketball, we split. We went 1 and 1. We had Florida minus 6.5. That looked like they were going to get stomped, and then one heck of a comeback at the end. And then we had Duke minus 6.5. That was sweat free. So 1 and 1 there. In baseball, we gave out 5 bets, and we went 3 and 2. Phillies run line, Phillies team total cash for us. Royals first 5. They ended up winning the game. Did not do it within the first 5. Seth Lugo could not throw a strike. So a lot of walks there. Reds money line cash for us. And then Roki Sasaki over 4.5 Ks. Serious concerns over this guy. He went an inning and 2/3, 61 pitches, gave up 3 hits and walked 4. This guy needs to learn some control. Or else they paid mega dollars for, at best, a AA pitcher. So we'll see if he can figure out his control. The guy throws 2 pitches, fastball and a slider, but cannot control that slider. And if you throw a 99-mile-an-hour fastball in the majors and they know it's coming, they're gonna just shit on it. So let's get into this slate. We're gonna start in the NBA. First game on the card: Clippers and the Cavaliers. I don't know how hard the Cavs are gonna go in this. I do have some concerns back in the Cavs. Now that said, Kawhi Leonard's out. Last couple games, I've just seen 0 effort from a lot of guys. So I have some trepidations about backing this Cleveland team. The only play I leaned towards was going back to the well with Jared Allen over 8.5 rebounds. One play, I guess that's not true. Another play I did like was Zubac over 16.5 points. That's 18.5 on some books. So we're getting a 2-point variant there. Didn't end up pulling the trigger, but we do have a play in that game. I would lean Clippers plus 7.5. Trailblazers and the Knicks. We see Trailblazers getting 8.5. That's too many points. Trailblazers plus 8.5. It's way too many points. Considering maybe Anthony Simons might be out, but that's it. Knicks are just swapping point guards, trying to find somebody that can, be a decent point guard. They've gone through 3 now. So I think Wright's going to be starting today at point. But this line's wrong. Hawks and the Bucks. We see the Hawks getting 3.5 on the road against the Bucks. I would lean Bucks in this one. 3.5's not terrible against a Hawks team that's pretty bad on the road. Pistons and the Timberwolves. No Cade Cunningham, which means I'm out on the Pistons. That said, they played great last game without him, but I can't back this team. T-Wolves at home, just playing good ball at home. So give me the T-Wolves in this game. Warriors and the Spurs. We see the Warriors minus 11.5. Give me the Spurs plus 11.5 at home after yesterday's kind of beat down by Boston. I just think 11.5 at home against this Warriors team where Steph Curry may not play is just a little too much. Hornets and the Pelicans, the game nobody wants, but we get. I actually have a play in this game. I mean, I don't know which way you want to go with this one. Pelicans at home are much better, and you've got no ball today, but you have no Zion. It's such a shit show. Lean Pelicans, but what a bad game to pick a winner. There's just going to be a lot of rebounds. Raptors and the 76ers. Give me the 76ers at home plus 4.5. Too many points. Rockets and the Suns. Give me the Rockets minus 1.5 on the road in Phoenix. They should be able to eat against this team. So I like those spots there. All right, let's get into college basketball, and then we'll hit the MLB. All right, first game is going to be Tennessee and Houston. We see Houston minus 2.5 on books now. The line opened a lot higher. So we are seeing some buyback here. The line is down to 2.5. I'm okay with that. I'm okay taking Houston minus 2.5. D's just too good. They should be able to stop Tennessee. We see an over-under of 124.5. I'm hitting the over. I like the over, and I like Houston in this one. Next game, Michigan State and Auburn. My only fear about taking Michigan State is just how poorly they've come out in the first half. So if you are going to back Michigan State, you could do a negative correlation play and take Auburn first half money line, Michigan full game money line. That would net you a nice little return, but I just don't have confidence that Michigan State's going to come out firing right off the bat. We just have not seen it. So I would lean Auburn. 4.5's too many. Like, I would buy this down to 3.5 if I was playing it. I do have a play on the under. I like the under in this one. I bought a point, so 148.5 is what I have this at minus 125. So that is how I see that game. Like I said, I don't know. I'll probably end up live betting this game is what I'll do. If Michigan State by chance comes out and plays like they normally do, where they're a little slow, I'll buy, plus 7.5, something like that. And if it's the other way around, then I'll buy Auburn at a lower price. But this is one I just plan on live betting. All right, let's get into the MLB today. Interesting card. I like it. We've got some interesting matchups. First game on the card, Brewers and the Yankees. The Yankees. I bet the Yankees team total over, or I bet the Yankees raced to 3 yesterday. That was the easiest bet I've ever placed in my life. 3 pitches. They hit that damn thing in 3 pitches. So quite a start for the Yankees yesterday. Just a home run barrage. Judge hit 3 home runs. Team hit 9 home runs. Wind was blowing straight out. So it's a beautiful spot. I'll tell you, in the Nats game, the wind is going to be exactly the same as in that Yankees game. So I love an abundance of runs in that one. All right, so we've got Aaron Civale going up against Marcus Stroman. Civale did not fare well in one game versus the Yankees last year. Just in general, he has not fared well. He's 1-4 with a 5.52 ERA. In the one game he played against them in 2024, he gave up 8 hits, 5 earned runs, and had 5 Ks. So not great. That said, the guy on the other side, awful. Marcus Stroman should not be in Major League Baseball. Just throwing that out there, especially not with the Yankees. I like the Brewers here. I think this is a bounce back spot, and this is a system play that we played last year. If you guys were with the channel last year, anytime a team gets blown out, I take them the next day. That's just a system play I will do every single time, and you will make money in the long run doing that. So Brewers plus 120 today. I've got a half unit on it. All right, but Marcus Stroman, I can't get behind him. And I like runs in this game. That said, the wind's going to be blowing in, which gives me a little bit of fear taking the over 8.5, but could definitely see it happening. Brewers team total over 3.5. That's another one that I do like today. All right, let's move on to the next game. Phillies and the Nats. Man, the Phillies... They came to life eventually, but it got a little scary there for a little bit when they got down 2-0 early. Aaron Nola going up against Mitchell Parker. Parker last year versus Philly only pitched against him one time. He went 3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 9 earned runs, but he struck out 6. So we just saw Mackenzie Gore torch them in Ks. He just had 12 against them. That said, I like the Phillies to do some damage today. I think Nola has a pretty decent day. Would it shock me if the Nats won? No, I think we could see Mitchell Parker come out there and just absolutely throw a gem. Lefties do kind of give the Phillies a little bit of struggle, especially on the K side. I think we've got enough data. We look at last year and this year, very similar lineups, if not exactly the same probably today. But I want to go Phillies in this one. I think they just keep the hot streak rolling. Wind blowing out, guys that can knock the ball out of the park. Could be good for guys like Schwarber, who went deep yesterday. I used my no-sweat home run on DK on Harper, and I wanted to do Schwarber or Suarez. I had it down to those 3. And of course, the guy I pick is the only one of the three that didn't park one yesterday. GG. All right, let's move into the Giants and the Reds. Robbie Ray going up against Nick Martinez. Martinez was okay last year. I just can't get behind him, man. Watching him pitch, I don't know how he did so well. Doesn't really do anything great. Robbie Ray is a lefty that should be racking up Ks against the Reds today. I learned my lesson. I am not taking unders pitchers facing the Reds because Justin Verlander made him look silly. And then Nick Lodolo, his control was off. His breaking ball wasn't moving. Not good. But they got the job done. But in this one, Giants minus 118. Already bet it. Just did a half a unit on this one. Just a good spot for the Giants to get the win today. Reds bullpen, they got to figure out their bullpen. They did good yesterday. We don't have a defined closer. Emilio Pagan closed yesterday. Ian Jabot the game before that. With Alexis Diaz injured or whatever. I don't even think he's injured. He just sucked all spring training. Not sure what's going on in that one, but they need to figure that one out. All right, I jumped the game. That's my bad. Orioles and the Blue Jays. I don't know how to say this guy's name. We're just going to call him Sugano. Tomoyuki. I think I got that right. Tomoyuki Sugano going up against Chris Bassett. I think Sugano should have some success just looking at his pitch mix versus this Toronto team. I like it. I like the Nerfy in this one. That's an official play on the card. Already bet. Minus 120. Going up against Chris Bassett. I think Bassett should have a okay outing. That said, I think he's pretty hittable. Both bullpens are looking a little shaky, but I'll tell you, the Blue Jays bullpen is looking a lot rougher than the Orioles. So give me the Orioles in this one at plus money. Too good a value. Plus 110 to back this Orioles team on a bounce back. I'll take it. This series just kind of gone like one team smashes the other and they just rinse and repeat. So I like this spot for the Orioles today. Rockies and the Rays. Oh, the Rays, you shit bags. They, good God, man. Get some runs. Wind's going to be blowing out. It's like a hurricane today down in Florida. Decent weather. It's like 17, 18 mile an hour winds blowing out. I want to take the over 8. It feels like it should be a lock. That said, I haven't seen anything offensively from either of these teams. And I don't know what Taj Bradley we're going to get. Taj Bradley at the beginning of last season was lights out. I mean, this guy was giving up like 0 or 1 earned runs. I remember we were taking the opposing team's first 3 0 runs and cashing that for several times in a row. And then something flipped and he just got rocked every outing. The fact that the wind's blowing out makes me a little nervous. He is a fly ball pitcher. 58% of his outs come via the fly ball. I am not backing this Tampa Bay team at minus whatever, like close to 2. It's minus 200. I can't do it. It's Rockies. Rockies or pass. That said, I don't trust Ryan Feltner either, so I'm leaning towards pass. All right, the Pirates. Oh, the Pirates. Lost in extras yesterday. Actually, the bullpen blew it. That's no surprise. There is going to be a lot of blown games with the Pirates this year. Max Meyer going up against Andrew Heaney, the lefty. Heaney was 5-14 last year with a 4.28 ERA. That said, Max Meyer 3-5 with a 5.68 ERA. So 2 not so great pitchers. I will tell you, Meyer is very good on the Nerfies. So that might be an angle, because both of these teams suck. But the wind is really primed for some scoring today, and we're still seeing an under 8. I would lean Marlins just because I'm not paying anything but plus money for the Pirates right now. So plus 100 for the Marlins on getaway day. Getaway day was their thing last year. We'll see. Guardians and the Royals. Tanner Bybee going up against Michael Wacha. Tanner Bybee got food poisoning from eating Chipotle. I just don't like Chipotle. But yeah, Wacha, pretty good last year. 13-8. Bybee, 12-8. So 2 pretty good pitchers. About the same pitcher, really, if you look at it. Statistically, everything's very, very, very similar. ERA is right around each other. Their FIP is 87 and 88. The only thing is different, Bibee does strike out people at a higher clip, 26.3% K rate versus Wacha's 21.6%. Both walk about the same. It's damn near identical. Bibee does tend to give up a little more home runs than Wacha. So this is a coin flip game for me. Coin flip getaway day. I'd take Guardians minus 102. I'm just going to take the better value on a coin flip. All right, Angels and the White Sox. What a riveting game yesterday. The offense was popping. Balls were just flying. Final score, Angels 1, White Sox 0. What a game. What a game. Okay, we got Jack Kochanowicz going up against Davis Martin. Davis Martin did not secure a win last year, 0-5 with a 4.32 ERA. Kochanowicz 2-6 with a 4 ERA. I would lean Angels in this one. What a bad game. Two teams that are just going to be absolutely awful this year. Go ahead and eliminate them both from the playoffs like right now. Two very, very, very bad teams. Twins and the Cardinals. I took the Twins race to 3 yesterday, and their offense just did not show up. Joe Ryan pitched well. Had the Nerfy. Nolan Arenado. I hate that guy. He screws so many of my Nerfies. Ended up getting an RBI to cash the Yerfy, which I had the Nerfy. Bailey Ober going against Andre Palante. Ober was a little up and down last year, but man, he went through a stretch where he was arguably one of the best pitchers in baseball for about 6 weeks. Andre Palante, I like him in this spot, and I'll tell you why I like the Cardinals here. It is going to be a massive tailwind today. So there is going to be balls getting launched. Ober, 67% of his outs come via the fly ball. Palante is a ground ball pitcher. 62% of his outs come via the ground ball. So give me the pitcher that gives up ground balls. So I would lean Cardinals at home first 5. Just going to isolate the pitching matchups. I don't really love either bullpen. So give me the Cardinals first 5 in this game. All right, Red Sox and the Rangers. Richard Fitz going up against Jacob deGrom. Not really sure how you don't back deGrom here. I would be doing like a first 5. I mean, Devers literally just set like the major league record to start the season. He's had 10 Ks in 3 games. So he's been absolutely awful. Give me the Rangers first 5. I just want to back the starters. It's too expensive to play on full game. So I would do first 5 run line for the Rangers in this one. I think deGrom has a very good day. Athletics. Wait, why is it... Okay, it did this yesterday too. Yahoo hates the Mariners and Athletics. Anyway, actually, you know what? We're going to start using Outlier. I ended up getting that back, so we'll have that back. I just forgot about it today. JP Sears going up against Brian Wu. Brian Wu at home was pretty damn good last year. Give me the Mariners in this one, but not a game that I want to count on too much, but I think the Mariners bounce back. It's just, there's not a ton of value. You almost have to parlay them if you're going to play them. But I thought they were going to win yesterday, and they ended up getting beat like 4-2, 4-1, something like that. Cubs and the Diamondbacks. 2 lefties going against each other, Matthew Boyd and Eduardo Rodriguez. Boyd had a nice little resurgence last year after Tommy John when he pitched for Cleveland in the last half of the season. So pitched really well last year. Only gave an opponent an average of 212, went 2-2 with a 2.72 ERA. Going up against a guy that I faded and will continue to fade, Eduardo Rodriguez. Lefty went 3-4, gave up a 280 opponent average and a 5 ERA. So give me the Cubbies in this spot, plus 105. The only thing that scares me, Diamondbacks last year were very good against lefties. So that is something that gives me a little bit of concern, but Rodriguez is just bad. So again, I would probably isolate this to first 5. I don't trust either of these bullpens, but I have a little less trust in the Cubs bullpen. So I would just lean towards starting pitching matchups. Last game on the card today, Braves and the Padres. We've got AJ Smith-Shawver going up against Nick Pivetta. Nick, knock him out of the park, Pivetta. He does tend to give up some dingers. That said, AJ Smith, we don't have a lot of data on him. Expected ERA of 2.77 though. Pivetta, expected ERA higher. I just don't trust Pivetta. He's Jekyll or Hyde. He never has an okay start. It's either brilliant or horrendous. So my only concern is, like I said, he is very prone to give up the long ball. He had a home run per 9, one of the worst in baseball at 1.81. So giving up almost 2 home runs per 9. I just can't back. And it's a bounce back spot for the Braves after losing yesterday. So give me the Braves in this spot for plus 105. All right, so those are the plays. Let's get into this betting card and get you guys on your way. All right, first play, Orioles, Blue Jays, Nerfy. There's been nothing but runs scored in this game. I think maybe we see a little pause for the first inning. Minus 120. Everything's on DraftKings just because I was frankly just too lazy to look at other books. Let's see, Aaron Savali, over 3.5 hits. That line's just too low against a Yankees team that just had 20 runs yesterday. I get we might see a little bit of a slowdown, but hard to imagine Savali doesn't give up 4 hits. That would be an absolute gem, and it doesn't really tie in that the Brewers are plus 120. That doesn't make sense at all to me. So give me Savali over 3.5 hits. And then we're going to do a little bit of a 2-leg parlay here. So we're going to take the Phillies team total over 4.5. And then we're going to pair that with Nola to give up more than 1.5 earned runs. We've just got too good of a wind. It's a Sunday. I don't necessarily want to bank on the Phillies run line to get value. So this is my way to get value. And the next one's going to be Cleveland KC over 7.5 runs. We got the wind blowing out. 2 pitchers, they should give up hits. I can't imagine they just go nuts. And even if we can get it remotely close, I think Kansas City's bullpen's going to give up some runs. Cleveland Emmanuel Clase might have to do some soul searching. That guy went from unstoppable to playoffs to now. He's been pretty gettable, actually. And then last play is Giants money line against the Reds. I'm hoping this game gets played. The weather, I think it stopped raining, but it's been storming all morning. Humidity is going to be up. Ball should be flying. I just think that's an advantage for the Giants in this one. In the NBA, James Harden under 3.5 3-pointers made. Really good hit rate here. So too good for me to pass up. He's only over this in 7 of 30 games without Kawhi Leonard. So good matchup here for him to fade. All right, next one's going to be Yusuf Nurkic over 8.5 rebounds. No Mark Williams in this one, so he is going to be splitting some time with Diabate, but 8.5 is really good. I wouldn't be opposed to taking his rebounds plus assist. This guy's an assist machine. I was hoping we were going to catch his assist line at 2.5, but it's juiced to like 4.5. So I don't necessarily want to go that route. Next one, Dyson Daniels over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. He's got a fantastic matchup. This is one where Milwaukee is bottom 6 in rebounds plus assists to his position over the last 15 games. So just leaning into that one. And then staying in that game, Giannis over 6.5 assists. He's over this in 15 of 23 games when he's playing teams that play at a top 10 pace. So I do like the spot for him. All right, in college basketball, Tennessee and Houston over 124.5, Auburn and Michigan under 148.5, and then Houston minus 2.5. And then my game plan for the Auburn game is just to bet it live. Whichever team comes out hot, we're going to bet against them, essentially. So that is how we're going to do it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. It's absolutely free. Link is down below. Probably no video tomorrow. Doing 3 sports over the last couple of days, it takes a ton of time. So I started doing baseball last night, and so I need just kind of a day. So most likely no video on Monday. There will be plays posted in the Discord, though, as always. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. All right, catch you in the next video.